Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of CamTalks for the 2023 to 2024 school year. Today I'm joined by
Mr. Hernandez
and
Daniel Perez.
Alrighty, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so what do you do here at ACHS?
I'm a social studies teacher. I teach 9th grade ethnic studies and 10th graders world history.
Nice. Yeah, I remember I took ethnic studies. I
love
that class.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it was I think it was Unterberger.
Yeah.
But so like, what's like one takeaway that you want to give to your students in ethnic studies? Like, what's the main idea? Like, why are we teaching this class?
Well, I think the big thing is like understanding, knowing that the big thing that I like to really teach is like the narrative. So we get taught a lot of stuff in history. A lot of times we don't get to hear from other cultures because in history the winners get to write the history.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we don't hear it all, so it's an important thing to look at all different sides of it, understanding different cultures, different identities, different things that have happened throughout, all the time we've been here. Isn't just specifically European centric. There's other things as well.
That was one thing I really loved. I think it was mostly centered around different cultures coming to America.
Yeah. Is that what you remember too?
That's mostly what I remember. It was freshman year online. It was
right. But you still remember it?
Yes, I do.
So it worked.
Yes. So Daniel, what do you do here at ACHS?
I am a junior, and I'm also an ASB alongside a few other clubs. Also, I'm on the wrestling team.
Nice. So, alrighty. How long have you been here at ACHS?
This is my 3rd year, so I'm still very new at this. My 3rd year teaching, so I still like all the kids.
It's my 3rd year on campus.
Hey, man, right there.
Yep.
I knew I liked you, man.
Yeah.
So that's my 3rd year, and just enjoying it, man. Love being here.
That's awesome. Let's see. What is your favorite class this year? Because you said you're a junior, so you've been here. This is your 3rd year. So.
It would have to be video and film or ASB.
Video and film. What do you guys do in video and film?
We film videos. So mainly me and my friends we do trivia, different types of trivia.
Oh, like the stuff on Campaign Connect?
Yes.
Awesome. Sweet. Alrighty. So yeah, October, the theme for the month is facing your fears. So I'm gonna have a couple questions based on that. For one, what is one thing you've always wanted to do, but you felt like you couldn't really do it because you were afraid to?
I'd like to scuba dive.
Me too.
I don't know if I could do it though. I have this irrational fear of sharks, but I also love sharks. Shark Week during the summer is always my favorite. And now it's cool because like the Shark Week stuff is on like streaming things, so you can watch Shark Week
everywhere
all year long now. So I have an irrational fear of that, or just feeling like something's behind you. You won't have in the ocean now, but I'd love to go down there and do that one day maybe.
Me too. Yeah. I love the ocean, and I don't know. You feel so small when you're in the ocean. It's just something about it. I absolutely want to as well.
You know what I saw the other day? I don't know how long this is supposed to be.
No, it can be as long as you want it.
So I just was blown away by this. I was watching this thing with it was on Disney Plus with Will Smith. This is before he hit Chris Rock in the face, so he was still doing but he had this where he goes around to different places in the world. It's a pretty cool show. At any rate, I learned this thing that the orcas, killer whales and stuff, they like sonic boom their tails, talking about how small we are. They do like a flip in the ocean, and they flap their tails so hard that it stuns the fish around them, and then they just come up and they just gobble them up. I was blown away by that.
That's crazy.
I'd never seen it. And I'd never heard of it, and I was just like, I told my wife, I'm like, hey, did you see this? This is nuts. I'm sorry.
On to you, Daniel. What's one thing that you want to do or have wanted to do, but you felt like you're too scared to do?
For me, it'd probably be skydiving. I have a very large fear of heights, so just being that high and knowing one thing can just mess it all up.
Yeah.
It scares me so much.
For me, it's It's the drop of doom at Six Flags.
Oh, yeah.
I know I'm gonna be okay, but there's something like I'm psyching myself out.
Yeah.
I really don't like drops, so I don't know. That's scary for me. I like every other ride. I've gone on every other ride at the park, but drop of doom, it's just.
So you don't feel it when you ride that moment, it's like tick, 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 the rest of them don't freak you out?
No.
I get that a little bit.
It really does. I don't know. It used to really scare me, and then something just.
That's scary.
Yeah, I don't know.
The drop of doom still.
Yeah, that's always been. Oh, I'm never going on that. I'm never going on that. Alrighty. What do you think a student at Camp? What do you think their average, like the average student, what do you think their biggest fear is at this point in their life?
From my perspective, I would say that I see a lot of students are fearful of like looking silly in front of people. When I'll ask a question or something out to the whole group and nobody really say stuff. Some people are so students that will cut along. If I ask it in a different way, like using EdTech or some kind of something, they can do it anonymously. Man, they all got these great things to say, but that just initial thing, like they just don't want to look too like silly at that moment, which I think is a valid thing. But I also think that just get out there and say your piece, man. Nobody's gonna remember.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna remember, and let them know, man, because you got the right answer most of the time.
And even if you don't,
Yeah, you're still out there.
trying. That's
Trying.
I think that's what people are afraid of, is trying in front of other people and failing.
Right. You said it better than I said. Absolutely perfect.
It took a long time for me to kind of develop the skill, but for the most
I
part,
still have it too, man. Like I still don't like raise my hand at like faculty meetings or something like that. So it's that trying, but like looking like a fool or like whatever it is. It's interesting, man. It never goes away. But if you're sharpening that skill, that's good, man.
it's taken a long time. Like public speaking.
Yep.
Oh man.
Well, you're good at it, man. You're good at this, huh?
Yeah.
I've
been doing it a while.
You got a good vibe to you, man. That's good.
I've been making videos since I was in elementary school.
That's cool.
Yeah. I remember she asked, hey, can you just go and introduce one of the board members in front of all of the parents in the gym?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. And it was all right. It felt pretty good. So yeah.
That's cool, man. Well, you're doing good at it.
Thank you.
Doing good at it.
Thank you. Alrighty, Daniel. Let's see. What do you think is your average teacher at Camp Hernandez's biggest fear?
Probably releasing assignments that they know it's like no one's gonna answer. Like in my American Honors class, we do these paragraphs at the end of every chapter. So people are scared to do it because they know they're to present it. So teachers, I feel like my teacher, she's scared to release them because she was like, no one's gonna answer it. No one's gonna want to volunteer and share their thoughts.
So it kind of goes hand in hand with the fear of the students.
Yeah.
So she, like, the biggest fear is like attuning to or adhering to the fears of the students. Huh. I never really thought about it like that. That's interesting. That's interesting.
It is, man. That's pretty deep. I like that.
Okay. Do you have like a thought process or somewhere you go to when you're facing a really difficult or frightening situation?
Well, like you were saying about sharpening the skill, about talking in front of people and being comfortable like you are. It's taken me a long time, but I really think like reflection, just realizing where I am at the space, and trying to really ask myself, what's scaring me, what is it? Because we've been, and usually that can kind of, calm the waters a little bit. So it's just introspective a little bit. But that's taken a long time to get to. I'm still not great at it, but it's getting there.
So kind of like taking a step back and analyzing the situation. What is really going on?
Yeah, so like if we're talking about, like I watched it, chapter 1 last night. Like we're watching the movie, it's not that kind of scary, right? We're talking about a scary, like I'm fearful to try this new assignment, or I'm fearful to try something new, or talk in front of people. Okay, well why? all right, let's break it down. What's really freaking me out? Is it the fear of failure, or is it the fear of the kids not getting the answers or not understanding, something like that? So then we can dissect it a little bit, and I usually feel much better after that. And the anxiety and the fear kind of like washes away a little bit, especially if I'm planned out. I've got a plan and organization to it.
It's a good way to do it. I feel like a plan definitely eliminates some of the unknown. It's like, well, I don't know what to do from here. If you have that plan to fall back on, that's awesome. That's cool. What about you, Daniel?
Somewhere I go when I'm scared of something is probably just the gym, because I feel like that fear at some point just goes away. Like I'm just working out, whether I'm bench pressing or running on the treadmill, and then at some point, like afterwards, that's done. Then I just go tackle it. And
Yeah, there's definitely an aspect of physical exertion that relieves stress, scientifically proven. Like I can't pull up the statistics or anything, but I do know, yeah, you're right. It's scientifically proven that working out does relieve stress and anxiety and fear. That's pretty cool. I should probably start doing that. Yeah, I need to get to the gym already.
You and me both.
Have you ever addressed bullying in a classroom to the students? Have you ever brought it up as a topic?
We've talked about it, and I think it's an important thing to talk about, because number one, like in ethnic studies, for example, there's been a lot of bullying in our history. You can see that like, people remember things a certain way or whatever, mostly because of the dominance of maybe another group. So we talk about it overall, but I also break it down. We try to have discussions about it, like when things might arise, where we want to have a safe and comfortable classroom so that we can all learn in it. I really don't tolerate it in the classroom. So that's something we talk about in the first week or so, but I haven't really seen anything specific, which has been nice. The cyber stuff is, I think, where I have had bad cake, but it wasn't the cake's fault. The idea of cake is always good.
Yeah, that's.
I think I'd rather the cold and the creamy and it melts in your mouth kind of thing. But cake you have to chew.
with cake, I think I only experienced bad cake with too much frosting.
Too much frosting is
like either.
I'm the opposite, man.
Really? Yeah.
You smell that frosting on
Oh my gosh.
I'm the type of person where it's like all the bread and then that filling, maybe like banana or strawberry, but there's like too much frosting. There's like no point with ice cream. It's like you can never.
There's a good ratio. There's
Yeah,
always
there's
a good
like-
ratio
yeah.
of ingredients. Okay, well, how about this one? Ice cream cake.
Oh,
How do you feel about ice cream cake?
Yeah.
Have some guts because there's some here.
I wish. I wish. As soon as you find some, let me know. I love ice cream cake.
It's excellent.
Yeah. What about
Expensive though, man.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I wanted to get one for my wife for her birthday or something, one of those things with the basket.